Hey guys, happy Monday. So I just wanted to go over a couple things. First of all, when I make these videos, my intent is not to tell you that you're wrong. It's not to change anything about you. I can't force you to believe this stuff. I can't force you to listen. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink kind of situation. I make these videos because this information is super important, and one of my purposes for being here is to share this information, was to wake up to my own self and to all of these truths and share them as I go. Um, because all of this information you already have. You already know all of this stuff. You just forgot it when you came here. All right. Because that was one of the conditions of you coming here. In order to learn at your fullest potential, you had to forget who you really were. Because if you knew that you were a spiritual, like multidimensional, immortal being, why would you want to be here in a world that seems so negative? Am I right? I mean, if everyone just remembered this stuff, then no one would want to hang out here because Earth isn't that great right now. Or it doesn't seem that great, but it actually is. Right now is a great time to be here. It is the time to be here, and people are coming here specifically for this shift in consciousness, for this raising of vibrations on Earth, for this. We have a lot of things to fix. Really, we need to create beautiful things. Out with the old, in with the new. All of our everything is pretty much outdated, and it's time for a change, and that change is coming whether you resist it or not. And I just want you to be as prepared for it as you can possibly be. And not that if you're not prepared it's going to be bad, but it just could be not as good as it's supposed to be, you know? I mean, if there's anything negative going on in your life, anything at all, if you're not the happiest person on earth, then what do you have to lose by just doing a little bit of research or listening to these videos or listening to other videos or reading a book? I mean, I've got books on this stuff, like books on, your mind and how it really works, and chakras, and people in history, like religions in history, all of this stuff. I mean, none of it is wrong. Okay, I'm not telling you that anything you believe is wrong. I'm just trying to expand it. Okay, I'm trying to expand your beliefs. I'm trying to expand your consciousness. I'm trying to inspire you because and help you and give you the tools that you need because you deserve it. And I know that I didn't find out all this information just to keep it to myself. That is how control got started. That is how the world became like this, because someone did not share this information down the line. And that's how we got here. And frankly, I've had enough of it. So I want to share this information with you. And whether you receive it or resist it, that's totally up to you. And either way is okay. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, this, I'm not trying to change anything. I'm not trying to force anything. I'm putting my perspectives out there. I'm putting the truth out there in my translation of the truth. If my translations don't resonate with you, but the idea that there is more out there that resonates with you, or like there's something inside you telling you that there's more, like, go find it. Go find your proof of it. You have to experience it on your own, whether that be through listening to me, whether that be through making your own videos, whether that be through reading a book, whether that be through finding someone else to talk to. I mean, you can experience this in your own way, in a way that you can believe it. And that's exactly what I want. So, um, one thing I've been really thinking, like, I wonder if people think this about me. And then this morning, my mom actually straight up asked me, um, so I feel like I definitely need to just go a little bit more into this. Um, so this morning, I haven't really talked to my parents a lot about all of this stuff. Obviously, I make my videos. If they choose to watch them, then that's awesome. If not, I understand. They're busy. They've got lives and jobs and all this stuff going on. Um, but this morning, my mom asked me, because I've been really sort of emotional lately, obviously. This is a lot of information to receive and then know what to do with. It's a lot. It's a lot, a lot, a lot. So sometimes I am back in those tendencies where I get upset with myself and I start doubting myself, and it's just a downward spiral. But now I have the tools to get myself out of it. Now I know how to end that cycle. I mean, when you feel sad, it's okay to feel sad. Just acknowledge it, observe it. Don't attach to it. So, like, when I get sad, I've learned to just feel it, understand why I'm feeling it, and then realize I don't have to feel it anymore. I felt it, and now it can leave me, and I can feel something else, and that's really helped me. But, anyway, so my mom asked me this morning if I still believe in God. I was raised Lutheran. We went to church when I was younger. I kind of got out of it as I grew up, and then I kind of got back into it. And I've never been like a super, super religious person, but I've always believed in God. Always, always. And I always will. Obviously, now I do because I know that there is a God. It's just our idea, our perception of that higher power of God is just a little warped because through translation mostly. I mean, when the Bible was written, it was translated into English. So they had to find words and things that meant the same. They had to find equivalents. So, like, when they talk about Jesus being the Son of God, he does not literally mean his baby infant son of God. He meant, back then, son just meant extension, which is exactly what we are. We are all extensions of God. And no religion is necessarily wrong. They're just different perspectives of the same thing. So there's this metaphor that I've seen a lot of lately, which I really, really love for explaining religion. I don't know, maybe you guys have heard of it. You can look it up, and it's like a thing, I promise. So imagine this elephant, and there's these like 5 people or whatever, and one of them, they're all blindfolded, and they're all told to touch this part of the elephant that they're given and say what they think it is. Okay, so the person who grabbed the tail was totally convinced that it was a rope, and the person who touched the side of the elephant, its stomach, was totally convinced it was a wall. The person who grabbed the tusk was totally convinced that it was a spear. And the person who touched the leg of the elephant was totally convinced that it was a tree. And the person who touched the ear of the elephant was totally convinced that it was a fan. Now, these people aren't wrong for having their own perspectives. They're all on the right. They've all got different perspectives of the same exact thing. And once they're unblindfolded, they realize it's an elephant. They were all looking at the same exact thing. Okay, and that's exactly how religion is. We're all looking at the same thing. We're all on the right track. It's just, it got a little lost in translation along the way coming to us. So, like, you're not wrong. Whatever you believe in is not wrong, okay? Whatever you believe to be true will be true for you. That's a fact. If you truly believe that unicorns exist and that you have one in your backyard, if you truly believe that, you will find proof of that. My dog is howling. My dog does not make noise ever. Maybe it's Brooklyn. I don't know. Anyways, so that's like the best analogy I have for religion. But yes, I still believe in God. You should too, because you are God, part of God. I mean, some people may look at that as not a cool thing to say, is like, I am God, because like, you don't want to have that God mentality. You don't want to walk around like, I am God. Like, you don't want to be that. You want to be like the good parts. You want to be like, I want to share like God. I want to evolve like God. I want to love like God. I want to do all these things because that little piece of God is inside of you. It's inside of all of us. Like, we are all just an extension of God, just as Jesus was. Like, just as whoever in your religion. Like, you guys are not wrong, and I'm not here to tell you you're wrong. I'm here to tell you that you're right and that you're on the right track. But to kind of show you that there's more. to let you know there's more. And you can choose to do with this information whatever you want. I mean, you're not going to hurt my feelings by not watching this video or by watching it and never thinking about this stuff again. I guarantee that's not going to happen. But it's not going to hurt my feelings. No, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you guys. And if you guys are getting something out of it, then I am doing a great job. And that's all that matters. I don't care if 5 people watch my videos. I don't care if 1 person watches my video. I don't care if 1,000,000 people watch this video, you know. If one person is all I need for this to be worth it. Okay, because that one person, if I set a seed in one person's mind and that person goes off, they could set seeds in other minds. And if that person sets a seed in one person's mind, then that person could set a seed in one person's mind, and it just keeps going. And either way, we're expanding. And it's going to happen regardless of, you know, people's resistance to it. So I'm just trying to help you guys. I'm coming from a total place of love. I am all about positivity. This isn't like me. I just feel like I talk about it a lot, and I don't want people to just take that in the wrong way. I don't want people to think, oh, she's trying to force her beliefs down my throat, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, if you are not comfortable with this, then you don't have to listen to my videos. You don't have to, like, if it's a face-to-face thing, you can tell me, like, you don't want me to talk about it. It's fine. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, you know. I really aim to help and inspire. And, yeah, so that's all I really got for you guys today. I really appreciate every single one of you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace out.